Hi, Dave.
What's the Mega Man music?
I figured happy music.
Oh, okay.
Video game music.
Is that what that is?
That's what that is. It's video game music.
Happy video game.
Happy video game music. All right.
What are we doing?
We haven't decided what we're calling this.
You dragged me over here. What do you want?
We're having a little podcast discussion. It's our weekend review.
Oh, our weekend.
The weekend review with David and Emily. All right. So, as you guys all know, convention just happened, and it was quite exhilarating.
Do we all know that?
A lot of us do. Yeah.
All right.
So, convention just happened, and apparently we have a new announcement, and I'm going to move the tulips out of the way.
No, I can't see anything.
I'm going to hold the tulips. Can you put the tulips over there, please? Thank you so much. I mean, they're pretty. They match my shirt. They do. Okay. So, apparently, the two iconic impressionistas, the one who sent me the cease and desist, and then, and then the other one who was a 7-figure earner this year.
You mean the cease and desist?
No, it wasn't the cease and desist. It was the actual cease and desist.
Oh.
From the one who shall not be named. Okay, but
Voldemort. All right.
Yes, Voldemort. That's what we call her.
That could probably get us in more trouble. Now we're gonna.
It's a fictional character.
I know, but now we're gonna have J.K. Rowling cease and desist us instead.
Well, anyway, there apparently. What have you always said about multi-level marketing?
It's a scam.
What were we talking about earlier?
It's a pyramid scheme.
What do they do after the pyramid scheme starts to die?
At some point, when new members don't come in as fast, they focus more on training, videos and seminars and, hey, look, if you're not making money, we can help. Just pay us $100 and come to our seminar.
Well, you're right. And that's what's happening.
That's what the Amways, the ones that have been around forever, like Amway makes more on like video sales and seminars than anything else.
So this is what's going on with these people in paparazzi. We've got 7 women right here that are the team.
Oh.
So 6-figure earner, 7-figure earner, and then the rest are 6-figure earners. Okay? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
That's a big team.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31.
I stopped caring a long time ago.
36, 37, 38, 39, 41 women. So, 41 women. I'm guessing this is the 0.044% of the company.
This is the top of the pyramid.
But what I find very interesting, it says, disclaimer. The all-in facilitators do not guarantee any particular results.
Of course they can.
Talking to the microphone. People can't hear you when you're talking over there. We will endeavor to ensure that all information that we provide is accurate and up to date, but shall not be found liable for any claims arising from such information being inaccurate or not up to date or otherwise.
So we're going to try really hard, but we don't guarantee that we are actually accurate.
Yeah. And then we cannot be held responsible for any errors or omissions, and we accept no liability whatsoever for any compliance concerns. You are hereby advised to consult with compliance for any policy concerns you may have. Iconic M&E LLC.
What was that last one?
Iconic M&E LLC.
Is this like official paparazzi stuff, or is this their own?
No. Apparently Iconic M&E LLC are the two iconic impressionistas in the company. The two of the very tippy top of the pyramid.
Oh, so these are, two of the tippiest tops of the pyramid, and maybe their direct downlines.
So,
and they're the ones selling the training.
But then they linked to this little thing, the 2020 income disclosure statement. Not the most recent one, mind you.
2020.
One from 3 years ago.
Yeah, that was a little late.
3 year ago.
And it's 2020. Like, was anything different happening in 2020?
Yeah, COVID. And a major surge in,
work from home stuff?
Yeah, and a major surge in people joining this company.
I mean, I'm sure the numbers for 2020 are going to look a lot different than 2023.
So, anyway, they took a picture of themselves sitting on the beach in the Caymans.
Of course.
In their stupid bling life hats with their little affirmations on it.
People in hats on the beach anyway.
No, these are all the people that were on the Boss Babes in the Wild video.
This is how they're spending your money.
Yeah, this is how they spend the money that you guys spend buying inventory to load up on.
Or on their training.
So, the first location is the Collins Event Center, which is a big convention hall in Arlington, Texas.
Yeah, that's where Arlington is.
Yeah. So
I've never been there, but
I don't ever want to go.
I've heard.
So anyway, this I thought was funny. So about the event, I'm gonna ASMR this. I wish to participate in an activity at the location. I hereby assume all risks of engaging in the activity.
The location. I love that it's...
Activity at the location.
Activity at... Go, my favorite sports team, go. Like, as generic as possible.
At the location.
That sounds like your phone's being tapped. Hey, Ronnie, let's do the activity at the location. You know, the thing.
The thing.
The thing at
with
the location.
With the tings on the pillow.
You know what I'm talking about.
So, I also hereby hold harmless and release Iconic M&E LLC, its members, managers, owners, and employees, contractors, and agents. Well, how lovely.
Everybody.
As well as Erica Cole and Mandy Hench in their individual capacity, collectively and indemnities.
Okay.
I identify each of them from and against any and all loss, claim, cause of action, lawsuit, damage, liability, cost, or expense whatsoever which any of them may incur arising out of the connection with my participation in the activity at the location.
The thing with the place.
Including, but not limited to, all travel, in whatever form, to and from.
In whatever form.
To, from, and or during the activity. All programs, excursions, meetings, gatherings conducted as part of the activity. Meals, food, and beverages served at the location. And the use of the facilities at the location. So if you slip and fall at the facility at the hereby named location, you hold them harmless.
If you get food poisoning.
Yeah.
Some of this is boilerplate stuff, like everything's going to have it. Others of it is like a lot of these, release of liabilities aren't legally...
You can't...
enforceable.
They're not legally enforceable.
But they still do it because, then
it covers their ass.
Well, even though a court is going to throw out hey, you can't hold me responsible for anything ever to the end of time. A court's going to throw that shit out, but they still do it because you have to fight them in court for a long time before you get to that point where they throw it out. So they still do it.
Yeah. So I hereby certify that I'm at least 18 years of age, or if less than 18 years of age, have caused this liability waiver to be signed by my parent or legal guardian. Well, you have to be 18 years of age to join paparazzi unless you have a legal guardian. I agree that neither I nor any member of my family will sue any indemnity because of my participation in the activity or my presence at the location at any time, and I understand that the release shall be binding. Okay. I further agree, and this is the interesting part, to pay in full at or before the commencement of the activity all all fees, charges, and expenses charged by Iconic M&E LLC for the activity, to pay in full before the end of the activity all charges and expenses that I incurred while I was at the location. So you know they're going to be selling stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're going to be selling
training things.
Yeah, like you go there for
products.
You go there for training. You pay what, like $100 or whatever it is for training. Plus,
Erica, you know, is going to be selling her book.
Plus, plus what it costs you to get there and a hotel stay and whatever else. Although that you don't pay to them, right? That you pay to, Southwest and Hilton or whoever. But besides the training, you know they're going to have extra. They're going to have supplemental material, right? They're going to have workbooks.
Journals and workbooks.
Yeah, exactly. They're going to have books on tape. They're going to
$5 bling bosses. Affirmation journals.
They're probably, I don't know if this is still a thing, but back in the day they'd have like VHS and DVDs.
Oh, probably a DVD
yeah,
or a Blu-ray.
I doubt VHS anymore, but yeah, they might have Blu-rays. I mean, it's all streaming now. So
or USB keys with Audible.
Yeah, they'll have something.
Yeah.
Something. They might have streaming now, but it wouldn't surprise me if they have Blu-rays and whatnot as well.
Yeah. So, I promise to obey all rules developed by M&E LLC for the activity as well as the rules, regulations, and staff of Iconic M&E LLC. And I agreed that I may be removed from participation in the activity if asked to leave the location at any time for any reason that the staff may deem adequate.
Yeah.
So if you're caught recording,
yep,
you could be kicked.
They don't even need a reason.
They could just
like, hey, we've got your $100. We don't like your ugly mug. Get out of here.
Yeah, I don't like you're giving Erica a dirty look.
I don't like,
and she's very not happy about that. So you must go.
Kelly, I don't care that you paid. I don't like your negativity, and I don't need it.
I don't need you asking me the questions. The FTC makes you ask me.
You signed a waiver, and it says I can kick you out for any reason. So I'm doing that.
So see you later. Bye.
Bye, Felicia.
So, not to use narcotic substances of any kind or overindulge in alcoholic beverages while participating in the activity. So don't do drugs. You'll be financially responsible for any and all damage that I may cause while at the location, including but not limited to light fixtures, walls, windows, doors, and cars.
Some of this is making me wonder if they put this stuff in because a few
people got out of hand on convention.
A little too tipsy, a little too
rowdy at convention.
Yeah.
And you gotta wonder.
Is this just boilerplate stuff, or is this coming from experience?
It's got to be coming from experience.
Because they do sell it as a party, too, right? They do sell it as, come and meet your...
upline, come hobnob, come party!
Your friends, and party with us. Because it's also very much a lifestyle brand. They're not just selling it as training, they're selling it as, look at our lavish lifestyle. That's why they like to have it on the beach. That's why they like to have it in Vegas.
Yeah.
Right?
Come look at what we bought at the Fashion Place Mall.
It's not like we're gonna. I mean, it's all. I mean, sometimes it's we're gonna hold this at the La Quinta in.
In Boulder, Colorado.
The La Quinta Inn in Boulder, but like, usually it's someplace so that you can see how awesome they are and be like, oh, I want to hang out with them in these fabulous locations.
This one's interesting. To allow Iconic M&E LLC to use my name, likeness, image, voice, and the city and state of my residence, and biographical and other information concerning me in any such photo or video, in any printed, online, or other media known to hereafter discovered, without compensation, obligation, or liability to me of any kind whatsoever. So if you go to this training and you share your success story, they will use that and not give you any compensation for it because that's their flex. This person came to our training and look how successful they became. Yeah. Which is not...
It's a little scary nowadays with AI too. Like, if there's enough pictures of you, they could train a deep fake on you.
Oh, they totally could.
And like this waiver says that they can use it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're smart enough to do something like that, but like...
Yeah, and the thing is I don't think these two women know that they have so much content out there that
we could defake
we could defake them.
Probably. I don't think that's their intent, and I don't think that they're
I mean, it's a possibility. It's somebody's already done that.
Think of doing that, but that's a new concern that 5 years ago didn't exist, right?
And it should now.
And based on their waiver, okay. Right? There's no reason they can't use you on any material, your picture, your likeness, your voice.
And the thing is just because you have this waiver somewhere on the internet doesn't mean that people can't use AI to generate something on you.
I mean, I don't think that would stand up in court. But
it wouldn't. Wow. That's why I'm pointing this out. All right, this is funny. Any video recording shared from this event without written consent from M&E LLC may be subject to legal action, both civilly, criminally, for all damages recoverable under applicable federal and Florida law, because that's where Erica lives, is Florida. And she doesn't like that people... I mean, she closed her own training group because video recordings of her were getting out, and one of them made it to me.
Yeah, well, because she says some pretty awful shit. But also, I mean, they're selling training, so if you... I think it's more to cover ass. They're selling training. So if you record the training and sell it or give it away for free, then she can't get no monies.
Exactly. Now read this comment, not out loud. Just read it to yourself while I read this. The transfer of commutable diseases of viruses, including COVID-19 and other viruses like the flu, in an inherent and assumed risk in the participation of an event, you are required to take your own personal precautions by wearing a mask and social distancing if you deem. Now, commutable or communicable?
Is that just a typo? I don't know the difference. I know it should be
commutable.
I know it should be communicable.
Yeah.
I don't know what commutable.
I don't know what commutable diseases are either.
Well, look it up. Look up commutable.
All right, hold the microphone.
Hold the mic.
Hold the mic.
Poof, gonna beatbox.
All right, so let's go Google commutable and see. Allowing regular commuting to and from work.
Yeah, commute. I know that.
Capable of being exchanged or converted.
Oh.
All right.
That sounds like an STD, actually, right?
Yeah, it does. It does sound a little like an
So
STD.
maybe that is what they meant. Hey, look, if you get crabs, not our fault.
Communicable disease is what it should be. It should be this word right here.
Yes, communicable.
Able to be transmitted from one sufferer to another, contagious or infectious.
Yes.
It's not commutable, but it's communicable.
But tradable, like baseball cards.
Yeah.
Commutable.
So there's a typo in their legal disclaimer.
Yeah.
I don't know who wrote this.
There's probably several. We just didn't notice.
Yeah. This liability waiver and release shall be governed by... Ellie, knock it off.
Why are you scratching?
She does this all the time.
You're scratching. Oh, I know, but why are you scratching, little girl?
So, apparently, you have to read and agree before you can buy your ticket from Iconic M&E LLC. And that's the Iconic M&E.
M&E?
We are the Iconic Impressionistas
and
with
Ivory
paparazzi accessories. The two highest ranked within the organization.
Yeah.
It's a flex.
And paparazzi ain't giving us enough, so we're going out on our own to get some more audio rubes without having to go through Misty Kirby.
So when you hit tickets, so it's $50 plus $5.20 fee. But if you want VIP seating, which is already sold out.
Oh, well, that might just be the front row for all we know.
VIP seating. The VIP will have a separate line entry. They will get preferred seating up front. The tickets include a continental breakfast.
Oh, well, there it is. It's
and a box lunch.
People want the muffin.
They will have an after-party meet and greet from 2 to 3 with the all-in team, which will include a photo.
Right. That's so that they can use you in the advertising, not so that you get a photo.
Yeah. And then each ticket includes a continental breakfast and a box lunch. I hope the box lunch is something decent.
Oh, it's like a
Apple Spice Junction or Jimmy John's.
Yeah, maybe. It's like a sad sandwich and some chips.
And maybe a pickle slice. Maybe.
Hopefully it's a little better than, what was it, the Fire Festival, like cheese on bread. You remember
with
that?
Ketchup.
Remember that?
Yes.
That's probably not much better than that.
No, I don't know. But it's the all-in tour, and then the facts are, oh my gosh, they're dancing around like crazy people. It's like, did they record all these
yes,
at the convention? So they have Dallas, Texas, Columbus, Ohio, Baltimore, Maryland, Orlando, Florida, Kansas City, Missouri. I bet
the Orlando is actually in Kissimmee.
Probably. And then they have 3 different locations in California. IE, LA, OC, Orange County, Los Angeles. What's IE?
I don't know. Doesn't ring a bell.
Doesn't.
You can look. You could try to look it up, but
I don't want to.
Okay.
And then we have Atlanta, Georgia, and St. George, Utah. So all the videos, it's just
it's very cringy.
It's so cringy. How much is a ticket? Ticket prices may vary based on location. What does my ticket include? Your ticket includes details which will be in the registration link of each stop. There may be general seating and VIP opportunities.
Ooh.
I mistyped the information on my registration. How do I fix it? Please email papaallintour@gmail.com. Make your name, consultant ID, and your error. Can I bring my own children? No. No children are allowed.
Can I bring other people's children?
Will there be daycare available? No.
No, because no children are allowed.
Do I need to be a certain rank to attend? No.
No, we'll take your money.
We prefer you to be a star consultant that thinks that you can make it big in this business. We don't care where the money comes from. We're going to take it from you.
We'll take your money no matter how low on the totem pole you are. It's fine.
What do I need to bring in a check? Bring a check-in. A government-issued ID. Can my spouse or non-consultant guest attend with me? Only consultants and those who are joint co-applicants. No non-paparazzi people are allowed. It's to prevent people like me and my viewers from going.
Okay.
That's my guess.
Or someone bringing in a journalist or something, right?
Mm-hmm. Can I transfer my ticket? No. All sales are final. Mm-mm. Can I get a refund? No.
No.
Can I record video during the events? Under no circumstances will videos or recordings be allowed during these trainings. Anyone caught will be escorted out.
I wonder which is the bigger worry for them. That their toxic bullshit will be out there for everyone to see, or that they won't be able to sell
more future
training.
trainings.
Yeah, because the training is already out there.
I think it's a double-edged sword at this point.
But which one do you think is more important? Which do you think they're more worried about?
Not being able to sell more training.
More training? Yeah.
Yeah. Because we already know that there's a certain iconic impressionista that is incredibly insecure.
Oh.
And she does not like people poking the bear.
Oh, well, yeah, don't make fun of me online. But yeah, it's probably more because, hey, they're selling this stuff and they don't want you giving it out for free.
Yeah. And will there be a virtual option? No, because they can't make money off of a virtual option.
Well, no, because it would be too easy for you to record it.
Yeah.
Right? Even if, like, their online software doesn't let you hit record, like, you could point a camera at the screen. So, hell no, they're not doing that.
Exactly. And then registration. So we have first stop at Dallas, Texas. Address is in Arlington. The nearest airport is Dallas-Fort Worth. Registration is 8 to 9, and then training's from 9 to 2. And then if you have a VIP ticket, you get to hobnob from 2 to 3.
Oh.
Wow. So here's join now. Here's the registration.
So how are they able to sell jewelry and train their downline if they're spending so much time doing this? I hear you not ask.
I did not ask that, but that is an excellent question.
I mean, they weren't doing any of that really to begin with. I mean, maybe this means that they don't berate their downline to buy more.
And telling them that they suck and that they're jerks?
Yeah. Maybe they find time for that on the weekends or on the plane ride home or whatever.
Well, what I find interesting about a certain person here is that this certain person, one of the iconic impressionistas, she's only a life of the party diamond access. So diamond means you have to buy 17,500 pieces of jewelry. Now she's a 6-figure earner in paparazzi. So let's do the math. 17,500 pieces of jewelry.
There could be no math.
And she's
$5, or shouldn't you do like what she paid for?
Well, if she's a 6-figure earner and she only buys that much and she sells it for $5, she's technically only selling that much in jewelry.
But, she's not.
Yeah.
She's not earning. I doubt she earns much of anything.
So she's spending $48,125, not including tax, not including shipping. But
that's right. That first number is what she gets from the jewelry sales, assuming she sold all that jewelry. That's not profit, though.
No, that's what the profit would be if she sold every single
40,000. You can make more than that, like
working full time.
At
Starbucks
or Amazon or Walmart, practically, right? It's barely above
minimum wage.
I was gonna say it's barely above the poverty line.
But she's a 6-figure earner with paparazzi, and she's life of the party, diamond access.
But once you factor in time and mailers and that, I doubt she sells anywhere near that much jewelry. She just buys that much jewelry.
Yeah, and you want to know why she buys that much jewelry?
So she can resell it, or so she can keep her rank.
So this is why. This first paragraph.
An invitation for a trip to Vegas with Misty and Chani, complete with a shopping spree and a trip to paparazzi corporate office.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure it's just to keep her rank. I'm sure the lion's share, if not all her money, comes from downline and this stuff. Selling her
book.
Yeah, selling her book, selling her training.
Yep.
Honestly, this is where most of the money is made. I am surprised Misty Kirby isn't stamping down on this, because she should be, they should all just quit, but I would think she would be pissed that she is not selling, that she let these two steal this opportunity out from under her.
Well, why would you piss off your two biggest income generators?
I mean, that's why she hasn't just banned them outright. That's why she haven't just excised them from paparazzi. It's because they bring in too many people. But I would think she would still be pissed. Like I said, a lot of long-term MLMs, they go to selling training. But Amway sells the training themselves, right? They don't let their top seller make more money selling training than they do.
Yeah.
At some point, especially when money for jewelry and new people starts to dry up, Misty Kirby is going to start coming after their business.
Well,
she's going to offer her own training first. This is my bet. At some point, Misty Kirby will realize that she's been an idiot and she's let these two steal the training opportunity.
Spotlight?
Well, not just the spotlight, but maybe a little bit, because they're all narcissists. But more importantly, steal the slice of this training pie right out from under her because she slept on it. So first they will start offering more training. They'll basically copy M&E. They'll offer almost the exact same thing,
but for less.
Well, but it'll be official paparazzi, right?
Yeah.
Your VIP will include a meet and greet with the Kirbys or whatever. And I mean, that's kind of what they're doing, in their big thing in Vegas. But they'll start doing more of that. And then at some point, they will turn the screws on these impressionistas and tell them that they either need to stop or they're going to get kicked out of paparazzi.
Well, they would have to change their policies and procedures.
That's it. They will start offering their own. They will change their policies and procedures, and then they will tell these two, this group,
all the other
and their
40
team,
plus women,
that they either need to stop doing training or they're going to get kicked out of paparazzi. And at that point, they'll probably just move on to another MLM.
Or start their own.
Right?
Because I'm pretty sure
selling coffee or mud water or whatever.
Or they could go in direct competition and do paparazzi.
Yeah, they could.
Because it's not like it's not known that you could get the same
crap.
It's
not like they can't buy their own crap from China and sell it for too much.
Yeah.
I don't know. But that's my bet. I'm surprised Misty Kirby isn't already upset about it. Maybe she is, and she's just...
But she doesn't want to bite the hand that feeds her.
Yeah, but it would cost her too much to kick these out, or they kick these girls out.
And she's already got attorney's fees and costs up the wazoo with the current class action and the current insurance lawsuit.
But at some point, when the jewelry sales starts to waver, she'll want to get in on the training. She'll want a bigger piece of the training pie,
so she can trauma dump on people
and then,
more.
Yeah, right. And hold like 30-minute prayers at the beginning or whatever. But then, at that point, then she will come after this group. I'm surprised she hasn't already. Maybe that's just because she's not too bright. Sorry, Misty, but like anyone who's ever seen any MLM stuff would have known this is coming.
Yeah. But I'm trying to figure out why they're all doing this all-in crap. We're all in! You should join us! I mean, the all-in tour. That's what they're calling it. The all-in tour.
That's just that's just what they decided to market it. And it makes sense, right? They want you to go all in because they don't want you to quit. They make money off of you buying stuff. So the last thing they want you to do is to realize that you're not making any money and you're just buying stuff that you can't sell. So they'll be like, no, you're just doing it wrong. Pay us $100. We'll teach you how to do it right. And then you'll do that. And then you still won't sell. And then you'll be like, you'll either quit or you'll be like, damn it, I'm still losing money. And they'll be like, well, with that attitude, that's probably why. Look, did you come to one of our training? And you're like, yes, I did. Well, you need to come to more. Come to the one in LA, and then we'll train you personally.
And get a VIP ticket.
This time. And, they'll just keep trying to sell you more and more crap until you finally wise up or you run out of money. Because that's how this works.
Okay, I gotta read this. Our mission is to be united front of individuals with a common goal, to work collaboratively as a team towards our goals, as well as help you achieve yours. We believe that by bringing together our unique talents, experiences, and perspectives, we can create something greater than any one of us could achieve alone. We are committed to cultivating a community of love, respect, and open communication where everyone's wins are celebrated. What does that have to do with training or jewelry sales?
That's a lot of like rah nonsense that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
We're going to collectively as a team towards our goals. You didn't say what your goals were.
Yeah.
And to help you reach your goals.
Oh, look, there's more. Okay. All in tour. Unleash your potential. Sales mastery techniques. Okay, what are they? Selling is an art. It's a training workshop that will equip you with some tools and strategies in our current environment to learn effective sales techniques, such as creating a compelling product presentation, overcoming objections, and closing deals with finesse. What is this, real estate? It's $5 jewelry!
I think the overcoming objections, like when people say, hey, is
this lead and nickel free?
You could be like, hey, look, everything's got a little lead and nickel in it. It's fine.
Yeah. It's time for you to elevate your selling techniques to boost your revenue. These sale rock stars will share proven methods that have been fine-tuned by industry experts.
Oh, God.
Thoughts besides God.
Fine-tuned by... We didn't notice they didn't mention which industry experts or even which industry.
Yeah, what industry, what expert?
It's another one of those, like, yeah, it sounds nice, but you really didn't say anything.
Yeah, it's a bunch of word salad.
When they said industry experts, they meant themselves. That's what they meant.
Yeah.
That's who they meant.
Yeah.
That's exactly who they meant.
Recruiting excellence. Building a strong team is essential. Of course, recruiting.
Oh, yeah.
It's all about recruiting.
Yeah. Honestly, they get a double out of recruiting because...
They get more people on their team.
Because you stick around and then you get a downline, and both, they get a cut of both.
Yep.
So, hell yes, they are going to teach you how to recruit.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean you're going to be good at it. I mean,
But they'll teach you.
As the well runs dry, there's going to be less and less people to even try to recruit. But, yeah, they're going to definitely push you to recruit. I would bet money that they put as much, if not more time, teaching you how to recruit than how to sell jewelry.
Oh yeah, that's definitely what it is. Because they want you to be all in with this training workshop. We'll offer you tips if you desire to become a recruiting maestro. Discover the secrets of an effective team building, learn how to identify potential recruits, and how to overcome objections. With these skills, you could attract talented individuals to join your paparazzi accessories business and expand your network exponentially.
Can I just rant for a little bit?
Yes, please.
I hate all this rah-rah team bullshit. What team? A team implies people with different specialities doing different things to, achieve a common goal.
Yeah.
I have a work team, and they, I don't want to get into the details, but there's people who are good at one thing, people who are good at another thing, right? You got artists and engineers and
software developers
and all that, and they have that because not everyone can do everything, right?
Yeah.
So you want an artist to do the artwork, and you want a programmer to do the programming, right? Everyone in your downline is exactly like you. They just came later. What fucking team? Are they stuffing envelopes for you? Are they licking stamps? What are they doing as part of a team? They're just selling more shit for themselves and bringing in more people, and you get a cut. The only thing that makes it a team is you get a cut because you're above them in the hierarchy. That's it. They don't help you move your couch. They don't, right? They don't stuff mailers for you. They don't take over when you're sick, right?
No. In fact, if you're sick, you should still be going live while you're sick.
Yeah.
You should still tell people
that you can
do this even if you're dying.
It's paparazzi. It's not that hard. You can even do it in bed. Yeah, there is no team here. There are just a bunch of individuals all doing the same shit. The only thing that makes it a team is those higher up get a cut of those lower down.
Them.
When I work and I'm trying to do something, we're trying to get something done, and we literally need a programmer to do this thing and a UI engineer to do that thing, right? And an artist to do the concepting, so we all know what it should look like at the end, right?
And we're all on the same page.
We literally need 3 different people with 3 different roles to get it done, because any one of us can't do the final project, right? Can't do the final thing. It's not going to work. It's literally a team. Right?
Yeah.
But this is just, they say teamwork because it sounds nice and it makes you feel all warm and fuzzy, like you're a big family. But there's no teamwork. There's no person in the front and a person in the back. There's no person who specializes in the books. Even a used car salesman, right?
Has the finance manager.
We'll have a finance manager. They'll have the upfront guys and maybe someone who's the closer. You know what I mean?
Coffee is for closers, David.
Right? They'll have, which is usually it's like the good cop, bad cop, right? The good cop gets you to want to buy the car, and then the bad cop gets you to pay as much as possible and seals the deal, keeps you from saying no and leaving.
And then you have the person like me who's yeah, see you later, bye. You just couldn't make it happen.
But there is no team because it's just a bunch of people selling jewelry, all doing the same thing.
Well, they are iconic impressionistas, and there is no I in team.
Apparently
there is.
They can give themselves different names and different ranks, but the only thing that makes it a team is that one person brought in somebody underneath them. That's it. That's all it is.
That's true. Okay, here's the next part. Marketing strategies. In the competitive world of network marketing, effective marketing is crucial. And the All-In Training Workshop provides you with some marketing strategies to enhance your online and offline presence. Discover the power of social media marketing, branding, and customer engagement, and innovative promotional techniques. Unleash the full potential of your business and reach a wider audience of potential customers.
This is just
fluffery.
Yeah, this is just fancy speak for we're gonna teach you how to slide into people's DMs and bug them forever
and how to pay Facebook to go live.
Yeah, go live on Facebook. Maybe if it's the advanced of the most advanced, they'll teach you how to manipulate Google's search results to put you at the top. But honestly, I don't think anyone at Paparazzi could afford to do that.
I don't think so either. Okay, so it says you get ongoing support and community.
Yeah, community. Which in this case means people that will yell at you if you try to quit.
Because you suck and you're jerks. Building a thriving business is a journey. No, it's not.
It's a journey.
The All-In Training Workshop offers support and a vibrant community of like-minded individuals. Keyword, we're all doing the same thing. Ergo, we are all like-minded. That's what like-minded individuals means. Don't work outside of the box and don't think outside of the box. Honestly, you're in a bubble.
If it was a real team, you wouldn't want all like-minded individuals.
No, you would want creative thinkers.
You would want people with skills that you don't have. You would want people with life experiences that you don't possess, so that you don't miss any opportunities.
Yeah, but being in a bubble of like-minded individuals, I'm sorry, but
I mean that's just yes men.
Yeah,
or women in this case.
Yes, women.
Yeah, yes people.
Connect with fellow trainees, share experiences, seek advice, and gain inspiration from successful leaders in the industry. In the paparazzi industry, because that's the only industry they're in. This supportive network will fuel your motivation and provide valuable insight throughout your entrepreneurial journey. By immersing yourself in the All-In Training Workshop, you're giving yourself an incredible advantage in paparazzi accessories business. With comprehensive arsenal of resources from customer service knowledge to sales mastery, recruiting expertise, leadership development, marketing strategies, and supportive community, you should be ready to thrive to lead this dynamic industry. And then they have a video. Oh, let's see what this video says.
I'm all in. Yep, I'm all in. I'm all in.
I am all in.
I'm all in.
I am all in.
I didn't pay a lot for that editing, I'll tell you that.
I'm all in.
We are all in.
I feel like I'm watching a training video for like Wendy's or something. Welcome to Wendy's. We're all in. Today we'll teach you how to flip hamburgers the Wendy's way.
Wow, this is like...
I love the JPEG on that picture. Wow, apparently they didn't hire a professional editor.
It looks like something that you could have done in like PicMonkey or...
I've seen worse, but I would bet money that's somebody's daughter or son. You know, they have someone in high school who has a little
bit of an OBS editing studio or something.
Or
We're all in.
A little bit of After Effects, right, knowledge, and they offered them free jewelry to make that video.
But we're all in.
I'm all in. Or they just found like a template online, right?
Yes, I'm thinking they found a template online.
But I loved how the map with the plane on it was
one?
so low res, because obviously they probably just made the one for the website and that's all they had, so they had to blow it up. And nobody thought to make it in Illustrator, to make it using vector art, so you can scale it any size you want. Sorry, this is
This is you, and I'm just...
This is like...
I'm just looking at the quality of the website.
This is art. This is art stuff, right? Like, if you're going to make a logo like that, make it in vector, because vectors can be resized and they don't lose quality. Whereas if you don't, then it's just like blowing up an image thumbnail and it gets all blurry and pixely.
I want to know who paid for this website development.
Oh, I'm sure they got it on... Yeah, look at that. Look at how bad that...
It's so blurry.
Yeah. It should not look like that. They should have made that. If they had... And I'm not talking like a professional. Like, anyone who's been to like a graphic design... Like the first graphic design class would have known that they would have had to make that in... as a vector image.
When did you first decide to go all in?
So I I knew I was all in when I got my zero balance statement for my
I
student
knew I was
loan.
all
Like, to
in
see that go
when
away
I
after
decided to
almost
start
15
running
years,
this
that was an
show.
incredible moment for me.
My name is Carla Neal Pierce. I knew that I was all in my first year. When I joined the business, I put the joy in front of people. Everyone wanted it. I ultimately ended up putting life for the party that year and every year thereafter.
I'm telling you, that's when I found out I was all in. I could make as much money as I want, but the community.
You were the first person to sign up!
The community. She
The
was all in
moment
at
that
the beginning.
I knew I was all in was back in November of 2013 when I received my first commission check and it was over $1,000.
About 6 years ago, I lost my husband tragically and suddenly. I remember in the moments after he passed away, I had a decision to make about our financial future. We had 4 kids together, and in those moments I had to decide if I was going to continue my paparazzi business or go back into the safe field of nursing. I chose paparazzi because to me, nursing was just trading dollars for time,
Nursing
and I'd
is
never get to
safe?
see my kids.
Okay.
They just lost their dad. Why would I ever do that to them?
Trading dollars for time.
I mean, that's what a job is.
Trading dollars
Dollars
for time.
That is literally the definition of a job.
So
What are you trading for dollars in paparazzi then, if it's
you're,
not time?
If you're trading your dollars for this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, if you're doing paparazzi right, you should also be trading. I think time for dollars is probably what she meant. Did
Yeah.
she say dollars for time?
Let's go back.
Or did she say time for dollars? Because it should be the other way around.
Trading dollars for time, and I'd never get to
Yeah,
see my
she said
kids.
dollars for
They
time.
just lost their
Maybe that's
dad.
your problem,
Why would
is
I
you
ever
were
do
paying
that?
your employer.
After I spoke on the panel at convention, I had so many people coming up to me.
Oh.
And
This
telling me
video
that
is so
my
bad with
story
the
sat
Yeah,
with
I was
them,
just gonna say that.
resonated
So,
with
like-
them, and how much
All right,
it
we don't
meant.
need to hear them. So, like, I get the book thing. That makes sense. But
But
once,
it looks so
so
terrible.
once it's unfolded, you should just have it just be a normal video so that you don't have a line going through everyone's head. God, yeah, someone's 16-year-old high school kid did all this.
And I realized that
I know,
I
right?
wanted to do this
She's
full
trauma
time. I wanted to
dumping.
be
I
there
mean,
for
all of
other
these
people
all-in
full time.
stories
I
are
wanted to
literally
show them
just them
that
trauma
they're
dumping in
living
like
more
30
life
seconds.
and working 9 to
Because-
5 and
okay.
struggling.
And the other thing is, during their Eric Worre workshop, because they did the Eric Worre training after they went on their passport vacation or leadership summit, they all came home and started doing Eric Worre's workshops. So they took what they learned
I
from
don't
the
know
Eric.
who that is.
He's some network marketing guru that
okay.
rips people off.
Yeah.
So they all went to his workshops, and now they're basically taking what they learned from him and turning it into
Oh
their
yeah,
own.
they're just repackaging
Yeah.
the stuff they learned from him, which honestly is probably stuff they already knew. But they were like, "Hey, if he's selling it, well, then so can we."
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it muted. So she's still talking blah 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 blah. Oh, this is.
From the beginning, I was all in. I knew that there had to be a better way.
There's got to be a better way. This is an infomercial.
And
I feel like it's a really poorly done infomercial, especially with the screen being
Oh
split.
yeah. Even an infomercial would not have kept the
seam
in the middle of their faces.
But she started a side business. Oh, I gotta hear
I
this
was all
one.
in paparazzi is when I was no longer interested in what I was going to school for. It got to the point where all I wanted to do was play with cute jewelry and make people feel beautiful. So 8 months in, I decided I'm going to drop out of school, I'm going to quit my job, and I'm going to push all my chips to the middle of the table. I'm going to see if I can make this thing work.
Okay.
And now she's retired her husband, who I'm pretty sure he latched onto her because she was making a lot of money. That's just my opinion.
I don't know.
But she has 2 kids, and she dropped out of nursing school to do this. And half the women that are in this all-in thing were nurses.
I mean,
I look
kind
at it
of
as
get
you can
that
always get a
because
job, you can always go to school, but you may not always have an opportunity.
nurses got
And it has truly
ran
been
through
one
the
of-
ringer during COVID, right?
Well, yeah, but all of these nurses were nurses before.
Yeah.
Oh, look, 7-figure, 6-figure earner trophies. She's definitely flexing right there.
Oh yeah, and they want her to put those trophies in.
Yeah. Show off how much money you've made with paparazzi. This is your flex.
Well, you don't want to take training from someone who, hasn't done it. So you want to take it from someone who's got those trophies. Seriously, the book, the book thing is just a transition. It can go away once you're done transitioning.
This video is so badly done.
Oh.
It's driving both of us nuts.
You don't have to keep it. Somebody's really sold on the book bit. It looks terrible. I mean, it's fine while it's changing from one person to another, but
once you've got it transition it out of the way.
Once it's there, just fade it out.
Yeah. How long is this person's story? I mean, geez.
And then...
Oh, no, not her again.
Oh, did you skip, or was she given 3 seconds?
I don't know what she was doing. I'm skipping.
You're skipping? Oh, I don't blame you. I like her glasses. I still like this. Not only is there a scene, but her whole thing's out of focus. What's up with that?
Yeah, this is a terrible promo video.
Did she film it on her potato?
Michelle Egan is such a shrew.
She looks like the mom from Space Mutiny.
She lives in my mom and dad's neighborhood.
The grandma daughter. She looks like the grandma daughter from Space Mutiny.
She lives in my parents' neighborhood.
Well, okay. Good for her. I mean, that house looks like it's in your parents' neighborhood.
Well, it is. And then more of that.
Blah, blah, blah. When were you all in? We're all in.
Build your business. Love your life.
And then it forms the U.S., and then it transitions into
the fuzzy map again. And then look, the book is back.
You couldn't have redone that in vector art. Okay.
David could have done a better job of this.
I definitely would have done a better job of this.
No.
This isn't even my field, but
you could have done a better job than that.
I would have done a better job than that.
So anyway, apparently that's all in. So yeah, they're transitioning from selling jewelry to selling training.
They've been doing a little training, but yeah, they're going all in on
the training now.
Yeah.
They're not going all in on selling jewelry. They're going all in on training you to get them more recruits.
There's more money in the training now than there is
selling jewelry.
Yeah. Than recruiting, which means they're not getting enough new recruits coming in their downline.
Nope.
That for it to be worth their time, or it's now worth more time doing this.
And last year,
because it'll bring in more downline, and it will suck out more money from their existing downline.
Yeah, and last year after convention, a bunch of elites that weren't in this all-in group quit and took their downlines with them, and they all took a hit from it.
Oh, sure, yeah.
But it really is interesting that they link the 2020 income disclosure statement.
I mean, I would link the best year if I were going to be shady as well, right?
Yeah, instead of linking the most recent one, which is, God, why is it? Their website.
I mean, that's like if you did how much range your car gets, but you based the gas mileage on what it cost to buy gas in 2020 when nobody was driving, and it went to under $1 for the first time in 30 years.
Or now, when we don't have a new income disclosure, and the one that Paparazzi is providing on their website is 2 years old at this point.
Yeah, they don't have one from 2023.
They don't have one from 2022 yet.
Yeah, of course not.
And they should have had the 2022 one.
Is the 2021, is it a lot different than the 2020? Are they hiding something by picking the 2020?
Let's do a side by side.
Or are they just lazy? They could be lazy.
So this is here's a side by side. So in 2020,
it looks exactly the same to me.
The dollar amount's larger.
Oh,
the dollar amount here. The average monthly bonus.
Oh, all right. They're not exactly the same. Yeah.
So the average monthly bonus in 2020 is $161,000. In 2021, it was $154,000.
Well, for the jet setter and above.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's $10,000 difference, but I mean on the lowest, it's 10 cents difference. Honestly, look at the lowest and the lowest three.
Yeah.
Barely any difference. But I mean, they don't make any money, so that makes a lot of sense.
But then when you put the side by side of these guys, it's like, yeah. It's percentage of consultants, and it went from 3% to 4, and then 69.77 to 69.92, and then 19 to 18, 3 to 2. So the numbers here get skewed quite a bit. Even this went down from here to here. So this is executive producer at 0.43, and then here we've got.
Yeah, so I don't think it's
0.42.
just laziness that they didn't want to go dig up 2021. I think they picked 2020 because it's higher.
Yeah, because the numbers skew in their favor.
It's close enough that people aren't going to immediately.
And most people who are not discerning individuals, you know, they don't look at that. But this is what people honestly should do. If you're planning on going to this all-in tour for this workshop, you should have in your arsenal these questions. And these are the questions that you should ask at these trainings. You should ask, how long have you been in the MLM? You should ask these questions. These are the questions you should ask at these trainings.
Honestly, you should not go to these trainings.
You shouldn't go, and you shouldn't pay for them either.
Save your money. You should quit. If you're in paparazzi, you should just quit.
But you should also, if you are in paparazzi right now, you should ask yourself these questions. The link is in the description down below. You should ask yourself these questions and answer them honestly.
Go get a real job where you trade time for money.
Dollars for time for dollars.
Whereas maybe she didn't saying it backwards was on purpose, because for like 98% of people in an MLM, you're not getting any dollars.
Yeah, you're trading your time and giving them dollars.
You're trading your dollars for their time, I guess. I don't know.
You're trading your dollars and your time for nothing.
Yeah. For a promise, for feel goods, and for people to pretend to be your best.
And
best friends until you decide you want to leave, and
rub shoulders with like-minded individuals.
And then they will not speak to you ever again if you decide to quit.
You guys gotta see, look how cute she is down there. She is sleeping. She's hanging out with mommy and daddy. She's so cute. So cute and so fun. But yeah, she's dead to the world. Alright, I'll let you get back to Zelda. Thank you for doing the podcast with me today. It was an hour.
It was an hour?
That was an hour. We did good.
If you stuck around for the whole hour, my apologies.
Mine too. And to our financial supporters, we want to say thank you for being members of the channel. And thank you, Peanut, for joining. Gummy Bear Butterflies, you guys. Have a good day. Bye.